Hello everybody, welcome back to Max Reviews, and today we are going to be ranking the Planet of the Apes movies, the trilogy that came out a few years ago. It ended in 2017, so it's just been going around for a while, so here's going to be my ranking for it. I'm Braden, welcome everybody to Max Reviews. And coming in third place here for our ranking is going to be Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This is the first movie in the trilogy. It's directed by somebody that isn't Matt Reeves. I don't know who directed it. And it's about Caesar being born. His mother had this gassing shot, I don't know, some sort of thing that they gave her that gave her heightened senses. She could, well, not heightened senses, but she was smarter than usual apes, and it was supposed to be the cure for Alzheimer's. And right off the bat here, I just wanted to say they have a pretty good cast here, where you have Andy Serkis as Caesar the ape, who does another great voice acting job here. You have James Franco in the role of like his sort of dad, and he just does a great job of playing this guy who creates this serum thing to help save his dad, and he could be the dad that really cares about Caesar, and he just does a great job of it. You have some really nice sort of action here too, while also having emotion, which is my favorite thing about these movies, that they could have these big action sequences with apes on horseback with machine guns fighting humans, while it also could be emotionally just working so well, because you care about these characters, these apes, and you understand what Caesar's trying to do with trying to help other apes get smart like him, and he's smart enough, and he's the first ape that's still alive that has this thing, so just very good job. This is one I've seen twice, actually. I checked the other ones out a couple months ago. I rewatched this one, of course, but I saw it a bit earlier, and I still really enjoyed it. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. I have quite a bit of fun just watching it, and then also just seeing where the rest of the trilogy goes. This one is easily the weakest, though, because you can sort of tell the differences with with just the sort of directing style and how everything works. It's still good, but it's not as good as the other movies. With that said, coming in second place here is going to be War for the Planet of the Apes, and you have another pretty good casting here. With the main standout here is Woody Harrelson as like the main villain guy, who I was really looking forward to, because I've been watching a bunch of Woody Harrelson. He's a great actor. Been seeing him in a lot of stuff with Hunger Games, with Venom, Let There Be Carnage, with some other movies that I can't think of right now, but he just does a great job of acting. And this movie is the one that I just finished watching, and it's a better plot than I was thinking that it would have been. It's revenge. It's a revenge plot. This is the third movie in the trilogy, the end of it, and I think it does an amazing job of ending the trilogy. But it's a revenge story where you have Caesar, his wife and son are dead, and so he's just going after Woody Harrelson's character to kill him, and to just that's all he wants. He wants revenge, and that immediately drew me in, and I was interested. Some of the things here, they try to have a bit more of a comedic side to it, with this weird comedic sidekick sort of thing, and I think that was worked in some aspects, but other aspects it took a little warming up to get used to. There's this little girl who's got this disease where there's a new sort of variant of the virus that went around and killed all the humans, that this virus can now take the humans and make it so they can't speak, and so they're mute and they sort of turn into animals, is the Colonial / Woody Harrelson's idea on the thing. So he kills his own son and everybody that had the virus thing that made them so that they couldn't speak, and wants to kill every human that has it, just so that they could survive. And it's just very, very sort of emotional in there, where you actually understand where he's coming from. And this is just another great ending for Caesar. It ends the trilogy very well, where you see what happens to the humans, because this is the prequel to the actual Planet of the Apes movies, which came out very long time ago, and it does a great job of showing what happened to the humans, how it all ends, and how Woody Harrelson's character ends, and how Caesar ends. It all ends on the perfect note, and I really enjoyed it. Although it did have some problems with pacing and also the humor. So I still really enjoyed this movie. It's really good. I love how it ended. The movie, the trilogy, and the movie. So just great movie. But coming into number 1 here is going to be Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, a movie that just took everything that all these movies have been good at, with coming up with the emotion, having the great action, and cast and everything, and it sort of brings it to the top level here. You have Gary Oldman as this guy who plays sort of like, he's the character that he lost his family and he's just trying to survive without them. You have Kerry Russell here also as one of the humans. So, pretty good cast, and not as amazing with that standout actor as in the other movies. But that's what I like about these. They don't really have any returning actors because you're focusing on Caesar and the apes. You have the best villain here with Koba being an actual ape and actually giving a reason that sort of affects the rest of the trilogy, and he's been around since movie 1, and he's still in War for the Planet of the Apes even though he dies. So great job right there. Caesar, you understand where he's coming from, where basically all the humans are dead and the apes have found their sort of ecosystem and their own way of living, and he has a family and tribe and everything. And that's just such a great idea right there, even though it is sort of Planet of the Apes. But you just see what happens when there are only like 6 humans show up there, and this big thing, all the apes come out, and just seeing the humans and the apes and see what happens with that, and how you could see there's an easy situation where you could just see how everything could work out and go perfect, but it doesn't. And you have this ending scene that just works so well. You have Koba versus Caesar, which is great. You have Caesar actually losing and then coming back, and just great movie. The only criticism that I can give it is, I don't know if it was just the time that I watched the movie or the lighting or what it was, but when I watched the movie, the lighting, I just couldn't see a whole bunch of what was going on. But other than that, absolutely love this. I really, really enjoyed this trilogy. One of the best movie trilogies that new movie trilogies that I've seen in a very long time. And Caesar is one of the best main characters that I've seen in a very long time. So, great movie, and, well, great trilogy as a whole. Absolutely loved it. I would recommend it. It's a very weird premise, but they just do it so well. So, thank you everybody for watching. I'm Braden. This is Max Reviews. Like, subscribe to Max Reviews. Braden out. Sorry.